Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. We're doing a weekly Teacap today. So we're talking about Charli D'Amelio getting backlash for working on a Louis Vuitton campaign, Jeff Wittek calling out Zayn for joking about what happened to him, Nikki DiMartino getting called out for glamorizing paparazzi, and Trisha Paytas calling out James Charles. Let's get into it. So first, let's start off with Charli D'Amelio. It was recently seen that on the Louis Vuitton page, as well as her and Emma Chamberlain's page, that the two of them were the face of a recent Louis Vuitton campaign. And they posted a video and several photos from the shoot that they did of the two of them wearing Louis Vuitton, representing the brand. And you guys, the comments that were left on the page were so mean. They were not having Charli being a part of this at all. A lot of people are used to seeing Emma Chamberlain rock Louis Vuitton since she has been an ambassador for them. I'm pretty sure that's the term for it for a while now, but Charli D'Amelio is pretty new to this and people were just not accepting at all. A lot of the comments were questioning Louis Vuitton's decision making and all of this and begging them to take her off the campaign. The comments included things like, "This ain't it. Is this a Hollister ad? Come on, Louis, you can do better. Using Charli will not make the 12-year-olds on TikTok want an LV bag." So obviously, you guys, people were not happy seeing Charli be a part of this ad, but this isn't the first time that influencers have been a part of any sort of major brand's campaign. This is a very big trend these days, especially with how popular social media is, and brands really want to get in with that. I definitely think this is an amazing opportunity for Charli, and what is she going to do? Decline it? I mean, I'm sure they're paying her amazing and they're probably giving her a lot of gifts in the process. So that is that. Good for Charli, honestly. Get the bag, girl. And these pictures are really adorable and it's really fun and amazing. They put her with Emma Chamberlain. I think the campaign is age appropriate and that's just that. Now let's get into Jeff talking to Zayn about why he was upset at him on the Zayn and Heath podcast. Jeff was a guest and they discussed how Jeff was honestly hurt hearing Zayn joke about what happened to him during the entire David Dobrik, Jeff, and the excavator situation that happened with Jeff's eye. There was a pretty bad accident during the filming of a vlog last summer, and it left Jeff with some lifelong injuries to his eye. And Zayn was out with David. They were caught by the paparazzi. They were joking with David about if he could fight somebody, who he would, because boxing is really in right now. And somebody joked that he should fight Jeff Wittek, and it was Zayn. And then Zayn said, "Yeah, with the crane." And Jeff did not like that they were joking about his situation, and they were discussing it on the podcast. And Zayn admits that David was not happy about Zayn having yelled out with the crane.
I know you guys, you called me out to box the other night when you had a few cocktails in your first paparazzi interaction in a year, so you were rusty.
That was funny. As soon as I saw the paparazzi.
It was funny to you. The next morning when I woke up and I was like, "Smash his face with a crane, David. Smash his fucking
Jeff
crane."
With a crane.
With a crane.
I mean, I was mad for like a second, but then I was like, you know what? I just saw the signs, and that's 2 fights on my radar. I'll do David first. I'll bulk up. I'll get to Zayn, and then I'm coming for the Paul brothers, baby.
Yeah, dude, David was so pissed.
Just one.
Which shows that David is not about joking about this, but obviously some people in the vlog squad are. So that is that. That's something that happened in the last week. And now let's get into this Nikki DiMartino situation. This is super weird. I saw this on Twitter and then went on her Instagram story to really get a feel for what was going on. And basically, Nikki DiMartino had posted a YouTube video titled, "I hired paparazzi in my hometown experiment," and had to address the fact that she was getting a lot of backlash on this video for glamorizing paparazzi. And Nikki was also getting hate because another YouTuber, Kennedy Walsh, had also uploaded a video very similar to this one titled, "I had paparazzi follow me for a week." Now, I will say there were plenty of people that had no problem with the paparazzi aspect of the this video, thought it was a very fun concept. It was just a normal challenge video, no issues with that. And a lot of people were just upset that it seemed like she stole an idea from somebody else. But Nikki was getting hit with a lot of hate, and so she decided to address it on her Instagram story, in a story that said, "Change my title and thumbnail once and for all to how I want." For some reason, this video has received an insane amount of hate, and I found myself getting lost in pleasing everyone / correcting myself, changing the creative, adding disclaimers in the comments, and enough is enough. I didn't copy anyone. YouTubers sometimes accidentally have similar ideas. It happens. And this video was a fun nostalgic throwback to 2000 outfits and recreating paparazzi pics. I'm not romanticizing paparazzi. I am simply trying to do my job and give you guys a new fun idea every week. And I guess a lot of people were asking Nikki to delete her video, and so she posted another story saying that she was keeping her video up, which honestly I think that's a little ridiculous that some people were asking her to delete it. I don't think that it's like that bad of a video. But that's just something that was going on this week. And now let's get into Trisha Paytas calling out James Charles. Obviously, Trisha Paytas, as well as Ethan Klein, were extremely vocal during the entire James Charles getting called out situations. Trisha had made several TikToks as well as talked about it plenty on their channel. And this is a situation that was very big. It was getting covered by mainstream media. And now that James Charles has come back, a lot of people have been wondering how Trisha has been feeling, mostly because of the fact that they heavily covered it during the time where James was getting called out. And in similar fashion, a lot of people wanted to know how Trisha felt when David Dobrik returned back to the internet. And in similar fashion, Trisha has said that, you can't control what other people do. People are going to come back if they want to come back, but did say that they still feel like James should be locked up and in jail and all of this stuff, but seemed pretty chill in comparison to how I think a lot of people have wanted Trisha to maybe react.
Oh my God, James Charles may come back and try to comment on it. Like,
who cares?
Yeah, okay, that's it. 'Cause, like, here's the thing. I know because I was on Frenemies and we gossiped, not that I hated it or anything, but I actually only talk about people usually when it pertains to something that I have a direct relationship with them. Obviously James Charles is gross and creepy. I'm glad that's brought to awareness. But it's he's back, people forgive him. There's only so much you can do because the people who were the victims, the minors, if they don't come forward, I think he should go to prison just like Austin Jones, I think his name is. But hey, he's back. That's the internet. I don't really have too many thoughts on it other than he's gross and whatever. But what am I doing? Make a video about that? You're disgusting. You should not be on the internet.
I think in the more recent weeks, ever since Gabby Hanna has come out to talk about Trisha Paytas, everything else in terms of drama or news or anything that Trisha has talked about before has seemingly become a lot smaller in their minds. And they are just kind of it is what it is. Obviously, I think Trisha, like a lot of other people on the internet, are just kind of oh, James Charles is back. Oh gosh. It's something we figured was going to happen, especially with the return of so many other people, but it's not something that people are going to be oh my God, yeah, amazing. So that is what Trisha had to say in terms of addressing James Charles' return after being very heavily involved in reporting everything that was coming out about James. Now, kind of on the same note, I was wondering what Trisha thinks about all of this situation with James returning. A lot of people were also wondering what Ethan Klein was thinking about James's return, since him and Trisha were the ones reporting on it together on Frenemies. And so on the latest H3 After Dark, they reacted to James's apology video. And honestly, this was right after James had uploaded his video that they went live and was automatically reacting to his video. And obviously, the number one thing that they were talking about was the fact that James was doing a makeup routine while giving this apology, and they were saying that it just literally didn't make any sister sense how they get more dislikes on their video than James and a bunch of other people when James is out here getting accused of a whole bunch of really bad things. And honestly, they were in such a disbelief of what they were watching, the fact that James was doing his makeup and doing this apology. They were honestly joking about the fact that this is his apology look and his apology routine. And oh my gosh, you guys, I honestly wasn't surprised that this was the reaction. This was the reaction of a lot of people when they were watching his video, thinking that it was just a little strange and a little abnormal to be doing a get ready with me / apology video. It definitely isn't people's usual route when they're giving an apology, but I figured I would let you guys know what they thought about what he had to say, since we were already talking about Trisha and frenemies. And yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think about this and everything else we talked about today. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.